What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Coach White, Mark White, aka Mr. Modifier. Let me mute this real quick, put this on the charger. All right, so huge shout out to Facebook over here, right? Boop. And YouTube over there. Boop. Today is Tuesday, April 24th, 2018. So there's a couple things I want to touch base on today. Got my 8 hours of sleep. Actually, let me turn this off of sleep mode. 8 hours and 4 minutes. I'm planning on getting 8 hours of sleep every day this week. Help my brain, everything else, you know, body needs 8 hours as much as I didn't believe it before. The brain really needs the 8 hours. So today is day 14 of 60, right? Green pastures, blue ice, fermented skate, liver oil. I don't know if y'all can see that. YouTube, Facebook, YouTube, let me move over here. Y'all see that? Green pastures. My dog's got no water again. Blue ice, fermented skate, liver oil. Green pastures does not pay me. This is just a guinea pig test I'm doing on myself. We're going to talk about my 2 weeks analysts, right? So I experienced 2 weeks. You'll be surprised. I was surprised when I wrote it down. All right, so let's get this down first. So here's what it looks like, right? Fermented skate fish, liver oil. Bada bing. Uh-oh. Drop one. There's one. Let me get the other one I just dropped. It is kind of like a little slimy-ish. Can you touch it? There it is. Got it. Bada bing, bada boom. 2 of them. Let's go back over to YouTube real quick so YouTube could see this. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. There's 2 of them. All right. Down the hatch we go. Jack, when I'm done, I'll give you some more water. My dogs drink as much water as I do, I swear. All right, ready? Bada boom. All right, so try not to let it touch anything, but that one kind of touched back my tongue. It's a little fishy. It's a lot fishy, not a little fishy. So here are my analysts. So number one, very, very fishy. Very, very fishy. I keep saying it's like anchovies without the saltiness. Throughout the day, I sometimes burp and it tastes like fish. So if you're not into the fishy taste, this is not going to be something you like. Number 2, the dreams. So I did a little more research, and as you decalcify your pineal gland, you do have more vivid dreams, more vibrant dreams. So I'll talk about my dream in a little bit. We were back inside my brain again with the pickaxe, so we will talk about that in a minute. And then number 3, yesterday I was outside, you know, playing around in the garden. Finally got some spring here in New York. I don't know if we're going to go winter, 2 days spring, summer, but I was out in the garden and I kind of really felt in tune with the earth. I don't know if it's, once again, this, or if it's me programming my brain, but yeah, so those are my 3 things I'll say for 2 weeks. Nothing majorly, you know, no drastic changes. My dream last night, I was back inside my brain, shrunk down to an ant with a little pickaxe, tick, 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 chipping away at this diamond. And I did notice that the diamond was more of like, what is that shape? Can't see. My mind's going blank right now. The top of the diamond was flattened off, and I could see the tip of what looks like a pine cone. So I'm really thinking this is my pineal gland, me chipping away at it. Every time I take a break, I wipe my forehead and I look up and I see like they look like spider webs of just lightning shooting from one side to the other. I did not try to put my hand in my brain like the last dream, but what I did do is I looked down and I made sure, like in my dream, I'm noticing I'm having more control. So I looked down and it kind of looked like You guys ever watch Ghostbusters? It's like Slimer, like green slimish, but it was like a mucusy white color. I'm stepping in, and it's like a moist sound. Yeah, moist. I like that word. I'm looking down at it, and then I'm like, yeah, this is just dreaming again. This is cool. I keep having this recurring dream. What does it all mean? That's what I'm trying to figure out. So I'm sitting there, and I'm and these little pieces are breaking off the diamond, and like as they shoot off, they're like, you know, Roman candles, the fireworks when you light them, it shoots those balls and they're like colors, like, like red, green. But these are really vibrant. And as I'm watching them, this time I notice they go, and then they touch the ground, they go, and they just like, it's like this big blast of color. But it's really cool dream. It keeps recurring. And I'm thinking maybe it's mind over matter, and I'm tricking myself. It could be something to do with green pastures, blue whites, fermented skate, fish liver oil. Remember, green pasture doesn't pay me. So, and there's no double blind studies, not like this. I know what I'm taking, so I could be tricking myself out. It also could be because I'm doing the neuro gym and reprogramming the mind, shattering old limiting beliefs and creating new empowering beliefs. But yeah, so there's day 14, and I decided to combine day 14 with part 2 of the opiate epidemic. So yesterday, if you guys don't know, I did get certified. I'm certified. Let me go back over to YouTube. YouTube certified. You see that? I am certified and trained in opiate overdose prevention with Narcan. Right? Let me come back over here to YouTube. Narcan. God forbid, I hope I never ever have to use it. But if I do, I could save somebody's life. I suggest everybody goes out and find out where your local area, most places, was a local library in White Plains that I went down to and got certified. And they also gave me this presentation that I still don't know how to really, what's up, Dirk? Which I really don't know how to present on Facebook, but YouTube on part 3, I will go into this presentation and I will share it because this is something that this is education, y'all. Y'all need to be educated on, first of all, the opiate epidemic. Like opiates, Percocets, Vicodins, morphine, heroin, fentanyl. It's crazy. It doesn't have a face. Anybody, really anybody, black, white, Spanish, Asian, whatever, race, creed, religion, no matter if you're rich or poor, it's everywhere. It is everywhere, and people are dying every single day. So if you can get certified, carry one of these around with you, and you happen to come across somebody that's overdosing, and you could save their life, don't you think you deserve, or don't you think they deserve you to save their life? So, like I said, hopefully I'll never ever have to use it, but I do have it. I just want to talk about the slides real quick. Excuse me. Hold on. I get some more water. I got that fishy fermented skate liver oil in my mouth. What I do, we'll go back into the fermented skate fish oil. I take it on an empty stomach like you're supposed to, first thing in the morning, and then I go brush my teeth because if I had this taste in my mouth all morning, I don't know if I could do it, y'all. I don't. All right, so there's 43 slides. So this presentation is going to be long later, but I'm going to definitely do it on my YouTube channel, the Community Opiate Overdose Training. I'm just going to go through the slide titles so you guys get an idea. History of naloxone, Narcan training in Westchester County, multi-prolonged approach, training objectives. I'm talking about what we had to do in this training. Then the local media. I mean, you cannot turn on like local 12 channel news, as local as the news gets, channel 12 here, without hearing something about, opiates or heroin, bust, people dying. Then there's a slide on cops, heroin ring hid in the sleepy town. So there was the estimated values of seized drugs, 2.3 million according to officials. 65 pounds of heroin in the truck axle. Heroin traffickers chose Cortland, which is a quiet little town, for its seclusion. It's crazy. It's everywhere. It really is. We're going to go into the facts, and then we're going to go into overdose deaths involving opiates. And this is crazy. The heroin spike is crazy from 2010 to 2015, and it's just rising, keeps rising and rising. We have natural and semi-synthetic. Enough. There's nobody here. Natural and semi-synthetic opiates, other synthetic opiates like fentanyl and tramadol, and then you have methadone and other stuff like that. We'll talk about that. Drug overdose and deaths. It's crazy, y'all. It is so crazy. Drugs involved in U.S. overdose deaths since 2000, 2016. And then we'll talk about the common opiates, which I did post yesterday. It's crazy. It's crazy. We'll talk about heroin. We're going to talk about fentanyl. Fentanyl is the most powerful opiate used by humans in medicine. But get this, though. There is another one. It's called carfentanil. And this is even crazier because just a few little grains of this could kill somebody. Really could kill somebody. And the problem is when you're buying shit on the street, you don't know what it's cut with. I pray you never get this in your system because this shit is used on large animals such as elephants. Imagine putting something that's in an elephant in you. We're going to go over the guidelines of prescribing opiates. So when you go talk to your doctors, what you need to know, you need to educate yourself, y'all. You do. Opiate overdose prevention efforts. We're going to talk about iStop and NCAP. iStop, and NCAP. The iStop prescription management program. And then we're going to go into some legal stuff. New York State PHL section 3331, 5.B and C. We'll talk about that. Naloxone available at pharmacies. This stuff you can get at a pharmacy. You don't need, well, I mean, you should go get certified and learn how to use it correctly. It's common sense, but you should still go take it. Get your little, where did I put it? Get your little certification paper right here. You get your little number on the back in case of emergencies. Definitely, you should definitely do it. If you can save a life, you should definitely do it. We're going to talk about the NCAP program. We're going to talk about local prevention lock boxes. Listen, y'all, this is crazy. I think I touched base on this yesterday. This is fucking crazy. All right. So you need a lockbox to put all your pharmaceuticals in, not just your opiates, but all pharmaceuticals, because kids nowadays, they have what they call farm parties and skittle parties. And this is just fucking crazy. I don't know. When I was a kid, I don't know. Times have changed. Let's put it that way. So what kids have been doing lately is they go to their parents' medicine cabinets and they just take all the medicine. Then they go to a house party where there's no parents and they put them in a giant bowl. Hence the name Skittles, because you got all these different colored medicines, pills in a bowl, and then they just take a handful and pop them in the mouth. It's fucking crazy. We'll talk about that. We're going to talk about risk factors for opiate overdose. There's quite a few. We're going to talk about signs and symptoms of an opiate overdose. We're going to talk about what is naloxone, Narcan, this bad boy right here. We're going to talk about that, the effects, the side effects, all of that. We're going to talk about how it works. We're going to talk about naloxone in action, Narcan in action. We're going to talk about what happens during an opiate overdose. And we're going to talk about steps to responding to an overdose. This is key. Like, do you know what to do when somebody's overdosing? Do you? Really should. Steps to responding to an overdose continue. We're going to talk about 911. We're going to talk about resuscitation. This is all slides I'm going to go through on my YouTube channel. And then we're going to talk about the formulations, because Narcan used to be a needle injection. Then it became a cap twist where you insert and then close it. You put the top on, you close it, it would activate it, and you press one of those and you shoot it. Now it's just like a trigger prong. You put it right in their nose, get it up in there, and just shoot it up in there. And you could save somebody's life. We're going to talk about the new device. We are going to talk about how to use the Narcan device, and then how to give Narcan the 4 steps. And we're going to recap the use of naloxone, aka Narcan. So naloxone is the chemical compound naloxone HCI, right? Narcan is just the company name, same thing though. Drug abuse prevention and treatment. We'll definitely talk about that. The PHL section 3309, 10 NYCRR 80.138, effective since April 2016. We're going to talk about that. We're definitely going to talk about the Good Samaritan law, because when we talked about this in the training, I did have some questions because I don't believe them. But hey, if they say it, they'll do it. You got to know it so you can bring it up in court, just forbid, God forbid. And then lastly, the paperwork I had to fill out, and then my certification. And then I'll give you some websites, at least here in New York, in Westchester County, where you can definitely follow up and go through this yourself. But yeah, definitely take some time, get certified. Get certified. It was a 3-hour course that they let us out early because it didn't take all 3 hours. Boom. Certification of completion. Boom. But yeah, if I can save somebody's life, it's so worth it. So worth it. And I mean, I think everybody at least has somebody, or if not has somebody, knows somebody that's struggling with drugs, struggling with, opiates. And everybody, my father used to shoot up heroin, so we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later. So yeah, definitely in my family, somebody did it, and it's scary. It really is. So if I could have saved my father back then, I definitely would have. I mean, anybody would have saved their parents. But anyway, it is what it is. It's day 14 of 30. I'm gonna leave on a positive note. Fermented skate liver fish oil. So fishy taste, wild dreams, and definitely feeling one with nature. Definitely feeling one with nature. And then I said part 2 of 3 of the opiate epidemic. We will get into part 3 later this afternoon. I'll definitely do it on my YouTube channel. Get the slideshow. If I can't get the slideshow on Facebook Live, what I'll do is I'll just take the YouTube link and I'll share it on my community page so you guys can check it out if you want to. I suggest you just go and look up, a program. We went to WestchesterGovernment.com. So me and the wife are both certified. That means we have 2 kids, right? 2 kids. So God forbid, this will always be carrying me. It's kind of like human beings. It doesn't like to be left in the car when it's 1,000 degrees hot, and it doesn't like to be left outside when it's freezing cold outside. So just keep that in mind if you do get certified. And then you have a lot number and an expiration date on the bottom. And like I said, you go to CVS and pick it up. I think it's without insurance, it's like $120, $150. But $150, shit, I'd pay $500 to save somebody's life. I'd pay $5,000 to save a stranger's life. I mean, anyway, it is what it is. 17 minutes, got it all in, did everything I needed to this morning. So now it's time to tackle this daily flow chart of mine because we got a busy, productive day. I got to make up for what I lacked yesterday, right? We'll get back down. We're going to do this now. We're going to do my exercise and we're going to do my exercise and we're going to work it out. Much as I hate working out, yeah, there goes that fishy burp. As much as I hate working out, I love the results and I love the benefits of knowing that if I can work out, just stay here a little bit longer to watch my kids grow up, maybe see my kids' grow up, I'm going to work out much as I hate it. We do the things that we hate in life. Do them first, get them out the way, then have to worry about them until the next day. Anyway, it is what it is. Facebook and YouTube. I appreciate both of you and everybody watching. Thank you for your time. I know you're all busy, so thank you for taking a few minutes out of your day to watch this. Anyway, it is what it is. Your boy, Coach White, Mark White, a.k.a. Mr. Modified. My phone's ringing, so I got to go and get that. I'm out. Peace.